Namaste, everyone. I'm going to give you a crystal meditation for cleaning out your blood. So, the two crystals we are going to be using are clear quartz, and we're going to be using black tourmaline. Okay, so we're going to have the black tourmaline in the right palm, and we're going to kind of have it kind of clump or kind of pressed into our palm with our fingers like this. And then we're going to have the clear quartz in our left palm, and we're kind of pressing it into our palm. Okay, just like this. And we're going to be reciting mantra. Okay, so this particular mantra is something you need to learn, but I want you to just mouth it and kind of just make it up as you go, right? We're going to be recitating the 25th Pari, and this is a mantra particularly wonderful for victory and for helping you in your incarnation, right? We talk about prosperity, but also overall, it is very much like an ascended being. If you recite it, you call in the ascended beings, the masters, right, to help you. So it's very, very high vibrational sort of a call. So we're going to have our hands up in the air, and we're going to have them at a 60-degree like this, right? So we're really opening up the whole sort of heart, the whole sort of rib cage, and we're really lifting up, okay? So putting our arms, we're creating a circulation in the heart, a circulation of the blood as well, flushing it. So we're going to really have a tight fist, right? And we're really going to press this crystal into the palm, and see your palms, right? Your palms your palms are considered your fate and your destiny. So your fate is on your left palm. It's what you came here with, and your destiny is on your right palm, or it can be your more so dominant hand, right? The one you write with. And that's seen as your destiny. So the palms are considered the Reiki, right? The Reiki energy generates at the palm. When we balance out the hemispheres through prayer or any sort of movements, mudras with the hands, what we're doing is we're creating we're equalizing, is harmonizing the brain through the mudras, right, of the fingers. And the hands, the lines of the hand, when we look at them as like a palm reader, right, the lines of the hand very much, and the lines of the feet as well, very much represent sort of your, what you come here with and what you are developed, what you've developed over time in this life or in future lives, what you are letting go of. You can see that in the lines of the branches of your hands and your feet, and also what you are mastering or what you're learning, what you discovered about yourself. So when we press this particularly into the center, the healing centers of the palm, right, we're definitely connecting the minerals, right, of these particular crystals. We're definitely putting it into the blood, right? So this is a medicine. I mean, we think of herbs, right? Herbs. What we're doing is we are ingesting the herbs because it's a medicine. It's a form of getting in contact with our blood, right? And it's creating an effect, right? And that effect is to harmonize, equalize, or stabilize, as well as to interact in such a way where we can create more of the chi circulation, right? More sophisticated chi circulation, so we can get quicker at eliminating, right, or extracting and removing these energies that can become very toxic to us over time, right? It's the same thing as these sort of, they're not herbs. We don't ingest them, but through the contact on our skin as well, just the energy contact. They're more of energy workers. Rather than when we ingest herbs, it's more so it's getting a direct sort of contact where it gets directly into the blood. This is more so about an energy. It's more so about getting in contact with the energy in the blood, right? But still, you're getting and pressing it into your palm, it still gets into your bloodstream. But these particular stones, and all kinds of stones, are more so about energy, working with the energy, right? The energy of your blood, the chi of your blood, right? The chi of your the organs, right? The chi circulation, the chi distribution, the chi flow, right? And sort of chiropracting the chi as well, right? So the energetics for sort of the energetics of our blood or the energetics of our organs can be they can be disrupted, right? They can be arrhythmic. They can be depleted, right? Or they can be in sort of agitation, right? And that can create some sort of right interference in the natural sort of system, the systematic movement of our whole body mind system, right? So we're going to use these stones, particularly because these stones are for clearing out, right? This whole ritual is for clearing out negativity. It's really going to basically be a medicine for creating energetics within the blood, within the systematic movement of you, mind, body, spirit, that's gonna enhance the release of right heavy, dense, sort of negative energy, and it's going to enhance the sort of movement, the sort of the movement of that. The movement of that in like an apana, sort of getting it out, right? Getting it moving. So rocks, stones, shells, crystals are very much like an apana energy, right? They're about the grounding. A lot of it is about, there's a luminosity where it's about shine, be radiant, and the breath. But it's also about a lot of the apana, which has a lot to being grounded, about letting the energies kind of move. The apana is about letting energy move, letting energy kind of rearrange itself, reorganize within you, right? It's about creating a space, right? And that energy of that space, just like when we feng shui a house, we want it to be as sophisticated and as orderly as possible, so that we can create the most sort of the angles, right, within the space, can have the most sort of vital angles, rather than energetic angles that are sort of arrhythmic, or they frictional, or create a sort of a agitation, right? And that agitation over time can create sort of a hold, an energetic hold for like a toxin, or a pollutant, or some sort of you can say just malnourished sort of hole, right? Hole in us that we gotta, right? We wanna eliminate as many sort of pockets within us, of these crevices within us where energy is getting kind of stuck in. We want the energy to be as freed up as possible, because we don't want energy to get clumpy and then stuck in these sort of holes that we have, right? These sort of sinkholes that we create when our energetics are not as vitally harmonized, right? And that's what that Apana force is, like a feng shui of your house. It creates that sort of that that greater movement of chi, so that you have less sinkholes for things to get stuck in, and these crevices and these trenches for things to get stuck in. So it creates more of a sort of freed up space, right? A more sort of sophisticated landscape in the energetics of you, right? So that things can flow more freely and less likely to get caught and then clumpy and then stagnant, right? Within you. Quite interesting, right? Quite interesting. So we're going to have our hands up at 60 degree, and we're going to do the recitation of mantra now. And we're going to do the 25th Puri. This one's pretty fast that we're doing, so just keep up if you dare. And this is by White Sun. If you would like to purchase it, I recommend you purchase it. Buddhakaram. And it's 11 minutes. Likiana jai vada da da tina tamai kete mange jora par kete aganat nahi vichar kete katu te kar kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kai kete ya duka sanmar e bi da da banda kalasi banne hoy hora kana saka koi jeko kai akampai o jane jitiam moi kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ike jisno bakashe sipsat sala nam kapata shahi pata shaho nam kapata shahi pata shaho. So really lift up, arms straight, tucking the chin. Buddha karamikiyana jai vata da da tina tamai kete mange jora par kete agana rahiri char kete katu te kar kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kai kete aduka buka sanmar ebi da da banda kalasi bana hoy ora kana saka koi jeko kai akampai o jane diamoy kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ike jusno bakashe sipsat sala nanaka pata shahi pata shaho nanaka pata shahi pata shaho. Really open the chest. Bota karamikiyana jai vata da da tenata mai kete mange jora par kete agana nahi vichar kete kaptu te kar kete lala mukar pai kete murak kai kai kete duka sanmar ebi da da banda kalasi banne hoy hora kana saka koi jeko kai akampai o jane jiti anoi kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ike jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanaka pata shahi pata shaho nanaka pata shahi pata shaho. Buddha karamikiyana jai vata da da tenata mai kete munge jora par kete agana nahi vichar kete katu te kar kete lala mukar pai kete murak kai kai kete aduka sanmar ebi da banda kalasi banne hoy hora kana saka koi jeko kai akampai o jane jiti amoy kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ike jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanaka pata shahi pata shaho nanaka pata shahi pata shaho. Eventually you want to be so still where you couldn't even move. Buddha karamikiyana jai vata da tina tamai kete mange jora par kete agana nahi vichar kete katu te kar kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kai kete aduka buka sanman ebi da da banda kalasi banne hoy hora kana saka koi jiko kai akampai o jane jiti amoy kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ike jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanaka pata shahi pata shaho nanaka pata shahi pata shaho. Really tuck in that chin to hold the arms up, 60 degree. Buddha karam kiana jai vata da da tena tamai kete mange jora par kete agana nahi vichar kete katu tebe kar kete lala mukhar pai kete murik kai kai kete aduka buka sanmar ebida derita dar banda kalasi bande hoy ora kanasaka koi jeko kai akampai o jane jitiamoy kai ape jane ape de hake se bike jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanda kapata shahi patashaho nanda kapata shahi patashaho. Buddha karam kiana jai vata da da tena tamai kete munge jora par kete agana nahi vichar kete katu teve kar kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kai kete aduk buk sanmar ebida darita dar banda kalasi bande hoy hora kanasaka koi jeko kai akampai o jane ditiamoy kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ike jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanika pata shahi pata shaho nanika pata shahi pata shaho. Buddha karam kiana jai vata da da tena tamai kete mange jora par kete agana nahi vichar kete katu teve kar kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kai kete aduk buk sanmar ebida derita dar banna kalasi banne hoy hora kanasaka koi jeko kai akampai o jane jitiamoy kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ike jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanika pata shahi pata shaho nanika pata shahi pata shaho. You have a minute. 1 minute, so hold. Hota karam kiana jai bata da da tena tamai kete mange jora par kete agana nahi vichar kete katu teve kar kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kai kete aduk vuk sadmar ebida derida dar banda kalasi bane hoy hora kanasaka koi jeko kai akampai o jane jitiamoy kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ike jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanika pata shahi batashaho nanika pata shahi batashaho. Inhale. Oh, squeeze. Exhale. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Now move your hands like this, kind of with the crystals in your hand, kind of like you're opening the heart, and have your fist tight. So you're kind of moving towards your heart in a way. Gakoi jeko kai akampai o jane jitiamoy kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ike jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanika pata shahi pata shaho nanika pata shahi pata shaho. da karam kiya na jai va da tina thamai ke te mange dora pad ke dia ganet nahi vichar ke te khaf tu te vikar ke te la mukar pai ke te murik kai kai ke dia duka buka sanmat e bida derita dar banda kalasi bane hoy hora kana sakakoi jeko kai akampai o jane ditiamui kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ike jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanak pata shahi pata shaho nanak pata shahi pata shaho. Inhale. Keep doing the movements. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And relax. So just kind of hold the crystals in your palms and on your thighs. You should feel something moving in your chest, like your heart energetically is getting some angles. Holding this angle 60 degree is so purifying for this whole heart, this whole electromagnetic heart energy. So the last thing we're going to do, you're going to have your hands like this and this, and you're going to punch up, and you're going to use the mantra hard, hara, 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 and really have your fists really tight and you're punching and really thinking that you're reaching so high that you're touching the feet of the angels. So really get your arm, it's not this, it's reaching so far where this whole side of your body is stretching, right? The armpit stretching. Hada, 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 hada. Now really punch to feel like you're flushing your arms. Hada, 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 hada. Now really punch, 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 and clear away the negativity. Reach so high. Punch, punch out of your aura. The sort of sinkholes, the trenches, the sort of pockets we have where we have stagnant energy sitting there like a dusty couch left in an attic. Push it out. Hada, 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 hada. Now for this last 30 seconds, I want you to go really fast now. Hada, 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 hada. Inhale. Stretch up. Exhale. Inhale. Stretch up. Have the arms clear the head. Really reach up. Exhale. Last time. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Bring the hands here. Left, right hand on the heart. And kind of, you can even bring that crystal here, this black tourmaline, and have your left hand here with the clear quartz. Guru, 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 guru. Inhale. Exhale. And there you go. Kind of release the crystals, drop them in front of you, and just kind of press the hands firm against the face, and kind of put this sort of energy into the face. Kind of give your face a massage. Kind of putting this sort of this Reiki energy into your face. The minerals of the crystals kind of rub it into your face. Even the top of your hairline, kind of pull it back. Kind of pull your hands back. You can even go in the back of the neck and kind of stretch the back of the neck up. And just kind of go underneath the eyes and go in the jawline and lift kind of up. Create little circles upward. Go towards the nose, kind of jiggle around the nose. Go to the neck, kind of go around the neck. Kind of go all the way around the face. And then just kind of, sort of like, rinse your hands off, like you're washing your hands and you're rinsing off the sort of gooey energy. You're taking off the gooey energy and kind of throwing it to the earth, the gooey energy. And there you go. It's a crystal meditation for purifying the blood as well as releasing negativity and also clearing up sinkholes in your blood. The sinkholes in your blood as well as the sinkholes in your brain and the sinkholes in your energy and the sinkholes in your organs and sinkholes in your cells. So really, really smoothing out the sinkholes and kind of removing those sinkholes. Just doing that alone, you get rid of that sinkhole where you have a lot of like debris just kind of sitting there, just clumpy, stagnant energy just kind of sitting there, and it creates a damp or it lowers our vibration or it creates a density within ourselves. And we're like, why is this density? Because you have a sinkhole. There's a sinkhole and there's a lot of just debris caught in there, and it's disturbing the sort of flow of energy, the flow of chi, right? The flow of chi, the feng shui of your body is not properly sort of organized or properly sort of, there's not a good circulation, so therefore things are getting caught, and things are getting caught in a sinkhole, while instead of things getting caught in a sinkhole, things should be moving and reorganizing, and things should be freeing up, and space should be available, and space should be circulating, and chi should be moving, not getting caught in a sinkhole. So, thank you for joining me, and Satnam.